At the Energy Solutions Arena in Salt Lake City, Utah, to cheer on the Jazz. The Washington Wizards coming to this one following a loss to the Rockets. In Houston. And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. So a look at the starters for the Wizards. The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Jared Dudley out there with Gortat. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Bradley Beal, a devastating long-range shooter. Effortless and smooth. Textbook mechanics. When he gets in the rhythm from behind the arc, lights out, baby. Lights out.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Hayward can't hit. Here's Washington now. It's a 3-point game. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Porter. Outside, Wall. There's Beal with the 3. Rebounded by Fareed. And on the topic of Bradley Beal, he's not just prolific from deep. He's also improved his three-point accuracy every year. Last year, he was about 41%, Greg, from beyond the arc.
And the thing about Bradley as well, as great as he is at shooting the triple, he's also got a refined game. He's an attacker of the rim. He's improved his ball handling and passing, really becoming a complete player.
Now here's Wall. After the miss from Vucevic, Porter dishes to Beal. There's a screen by Gortat. Clock at 6. Stolen by Fareed. Now here's Fareed, the fast break opportunity. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic.
He just never looks comfortable when he's that far away from the basket.
Beal, the pass to Gortat. Great D that time from Batum. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Fareed kicks to Hayward. Gets to the corner and buries it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Here's Gortat. That misses off the backboard.
Offensively, 1 of 4 to start. They're still trying to find their stroke.
Fareed setting the pick for Batum. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Dudley. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside for Beal. And Wall. Here we go now.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Last season, a mixed bag for Wall statistically. Some steps forward, but overall, lower numbers.
Yeah, but, you know, he didn't score as much as he had the previous 2 seasons, but he was more efficient. And sometimes, Kevin, the better your team, the less you have to do, but he clearly is a better player.
Pass to Batum. And there's the pass to Fareed. 5 to shoot. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Now here's Wall. Dudley dishes to Beal. And there's the feed to Gortat. Goes up on the high post. And that one comes up a bit short.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, it really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Now here's Fareed. Back to Hayward. Stolen by Dudley. Wizards passing it around. Beal the pass to Dudley. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Now here's Wall. And that is good.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Payton outside. Dishes to Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
They're not doing themselves any favors at this point. They've got to stabilize their offense with just sound execution.
And Wall kicks to Beal. Back to Wall. And Wall slams it home. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
That could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'll tell you what, that is the crowd pleaser of all crowd pleasers.
Now Wall. After Gordon Hayward's three-pointer, they didn't go. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game. The dish now to Vucevic. Payton drives in. Here's Fareed. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Fareed's got 5.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Wall against Payton. There's a screen by Gortat. Pass to Dudley. 6 to shoot. Here's Wall. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted 1st overall, Beal 3rd in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Robinson's checked in for Dudley. Oubre comes in for Porter. And Allen Anderson subbed in for Beal. Now here's Payton. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stolen by Anderson. In the corner, it's Oubre. Gortat against Batum. Gortat inside. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts. Well, Clark getting back to Wall and Beal. They really complemented each other perfectly over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, you look at some of the great backcourts of any age over that time, and Wall and Beal right there with them. And it's good to be so young and talented, that's for sure.
Just 5 to shoot. Hayward goes in. Gortat with the defensive effort.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Vucevic, a screen on Wall. Feeds to Hayward. Here's Fareed. Hayward dishes to Vucevic. The Jazz again can't hit it. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to Indiana. Passes it to Oubre. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And now it's an 11-point Wizards lead.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Payton. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Ball's knocked loose. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Wizards leading by 11. Now Wall. 8 points for him. Oubre passes to Wall. Anderson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Oubre. They get the rebound. Jazz have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Fareed.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Wizards. Sessions comes in for John Wall. Pass to Sessions. He dishes it to Oubre. It's tipped. And Sessions kicks to Oubre. No luck. And Utah the other way now. Batum attacking. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Hayward kicks to Payton. Picked by Vucevic. The shot by Hayward, wide open.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
Here's Robinson. Puts up the baby hook. The shot is off.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Wizards leading by 7. Now here's Sessions. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. He kicks to Oubre. To the paint. Robinson, that's good. And the Wizards lead by 9. The Jazz have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Payton outside. He feeds it to Vucevic. Back to Payton. Clock at 6. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. So it's the Jazz now.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
And Sessions kicks to Anderson. And the pass to Sessions. Just 5 on the clock. The feed to Dedmon. Great D that time from Vucevic.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink. It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
There's a screen by Robinson. Anderson against Hayward. Anderson dishes to Robinson. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Pass to Payton. And now Utah, fast break. And here's Sessions. There's a screen by Robinson. Oubre. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Nicholas Batum. Washington shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Wizards lead by 9. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Welcome back, everyone. A quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Here's Payton, looking for his first basket still in this one. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So the Wizards 5 right now. Bradley Beal and Otto Porter Jr. are the wingmen. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Hickson, and it's Sessions in at the 1 spot. And guys, Nicholas Batum is a real greyhound on the floor. The guy's got long strides, runs fast, long and limber. Clark, he covers a lot of ground.
Extremely active at both ends of the court, Kevin. Great versatility. He can defend 3 positions, and he's played big minutes for the Blazers.
Jared Dudley's checked in for the Wizards.
And guys, now the NBA has what's called player tracking. I mean, they can show how much ground a player can cover over the course of a season. And Nicholas Batum, always amongst the leaders. 2 seasons ago, he was number 1.
Now here's Payton. To the paint. Here's Fareed. And it's Vucevic missing.
And Batum with that slender build, you know, you like his height and length. But he can get pushed around at times. I think he can still stand to add some strength.
Here's Payton following the three-pointer by Washington. Dishes it to Vucevic. Payton drives in. Shot clock at 5. Let's go. A shot by Batum, no good. And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Wizards leading by 9. And Elfrid Payton with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
That foul is really going to hurt him in the second half. I mean, he's got to sit and may have to be off the floor for a long time, and they'll miss everything he brings to their team. I mean, he's active, he's aggressive, he's smart, he's tough. I mean, they're going to miss his presence significantly.
Now here's Beal. Just 5 to shoot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category. And I think, to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent. And I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Payton drives in. Outside, Batum. Here's Hayward. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And Washington has possession after the basket by Utah. Here's Dudley. No luck. Great D that time from Batum. Jazz trailed by 8. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Vucevic to the pass to Payton. Batum with the ball. He has 5. The dish now to Vucevic. And now Sessions running the floor all by himself. They recover it. Second shot opportunity. Count the bucket. Dudley's got 6. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Wizards.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Payton kicks to Hayward. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. And that's now 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Feeds to Beal. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Dudley for 2. The shot is good off the backboard.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Sessions against Payton. Passes to Hayward. Puts one up from 19. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Batum. The Wizards have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Now here's Sessions. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Payton against Sessions. Payton dishes to Batum. Offensive rebound. Washington leading now by 8. Kicks it to Dedmon. Stolen by Fareed. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Batum's running.
I'll tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out and transition.
The Wizards making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. The thing about Bradley Beal, when he suits up, the entire lineup becomes exponentially more potent. A quick, powerful athlete. Greg, high basketball IQ. Had the great teaching at Florida, carries it to the NBA. Opponents have to account for him, I think, on both ends of the floor.
And that's a great point, Kevin. I mean, coming out of college, a lot of people compared him to Ray Allen. I mean, he possesses that next level smoothness and body control that's often indicative of a true difference maker.
Now here's Sessions. After Gordon Hayward's miss, Dedmon passes to Sessions. Rebound, Utah. Fareed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Payton. Hayward on the wing.
Sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
Dedmon kicks to Dudley. 5 on the clock. Anderson dishes to Dedmon. And that one's good. Dedmon's got 4 points this quarter.
And, going back to Bradley Beal, the bottom line is he's a winner. Last year, the Wizards went 8-9 with Beal out of the lineup. Hard to argue with those facts and numbers.
Now, here's Batum. He's got 10. Payton drives in. Comes up empty down low.
Not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Offensive rebound, and Hayward with the block. Hayward on the wing, lets the 3 fly, and good on the basket. Book it. Hayward's got 13.
And when you talk about Bradley Beal, it's not just having him in the lineup that matters. It's having him at his best. When he's at 100% health, there are very few guards in the league who can keep up with him. Truly one of the game's great young talents.
Now here's Dudley. 8 points for him. That's good. Dedmon's got 6 here in this quarter. Vucevic, a screen on Dudley. Hayward against Anderson. Vucevic setting the pick for Hayward. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Vucevic.
They started the game off tortoise-like, but their offense coming to life.
Yeah, they've got a little bit more pep in their step as they start to put together some rhythm.
The 3 from Anderson. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Dudley with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. And Sessions kicks to Hickson. He dishes it to Dudley. Hickson sets the screen for Dudley. No good with the triple.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Well, nobody really knew, Greg, what to make of Washington going into last year's playoffs. They came out strong with a big sweep against a pretty good Raptors team.
Yeah, how about taking them down 4 straight? And it was the first time a team has swept an opponent without home court advantage since 2011. Also was the first sweep for the Wizards in franchise history.
Here's Batum. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 12 points for Nicholas Batum.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
You know, obviously, you know, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, you know, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
And Washington making a change here. Gortat's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Gooden comes in for J.J. Hickson. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Jared Dudley. And it's John Wall in for Sessions. To the wing on the left. Turner against Wall. Anderson passes to Porter. He kicks to Gooden. The leaner falls for him. That was a difficult shot. Gooden's got his first bucket in this one. Turner against Wall. Turner dishes to Gordon. Offline with his 3.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And Utah has possession. Following the 3-pointer by Washington, Turner tries again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Robinson's checked in for Drew Gooden. There's a screen by Gortat. And Wall kicks to Porter. Anderson right side. To the left side wing. Goes up the baseline. Pause with the rebound. Jazz trail by 9. Here's Turner. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the triple. The rebound by Anderson. Washington's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. All sorts of time. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 5 here tonight. And Turner kicks to Hawes. Gordon goes in. He feeds it to Hansbrough. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Ingles can't get it to go. That'll do it for the first half. Wizards out front. They lead by 11. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
All right, fans, I want everyone here to be...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen.
Looking at the game for Hayward, 13 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Evan Turner is out there with Ben Gordon. Then there's Tyler Hansbrough. Then there's Spencer Hawes. And it's Ingles, and it's the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
At the line for 2.
And, guys, Tyler Hansbrough, as heavily a decorated player as we've ever had in college, has somehow seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career.
Oh! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
No one near Turner as he lets it go. Thomas Robinson with the rebound. Wizards leading by 12. Now the pass to Porter. There's the feed to Gortat. Down low. Second shot opportunity. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Robinson. Utah with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Jazz have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Turner passes to Hawes. Gortat with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not a high flyer. He's not a super flexible athlete. but he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Jared Dudley's checked in for Washington. Beal comes in for Allen Anderson.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Turner against Wall. Dudley with a screen for Wall. Shoots from the elbow. Wall missing again.
Talking about Gortat, he was a late second-round draft choice in 2005. His first 4 years in the league, highly underwhelming. Now, over the last 4 years, he's averaged around 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.5 blocks per game. Those are good numbers.
In the corner, it's Hansbrough. No good on the triple.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And getting back to Marcin Gortat, his dad was a successful light heavyweight boxer in Poland, so clearly you see where the toughness comes from. And Marcin's mom was on the Polish national team in volleyball, so you know where the blocking and ball skills come from. I guess we'd have to call him a chip off the old blocks.
There's a screen by Gortat. Wall dishes to Beal. The rebound by Hansbrough.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And he'll take it right into the teeth of the D without thinking twice about it.
Wizards leading by 8. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Robinson passes to Gortat. The 3 from Dudley. Can't get it to go.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
Yeah, I don't know, though, Clark. That defender was on him like glue on that possession. That would have been a heck of a bucket, even though we've seen him hit those in the past.
And Wall. Here we go now. And that one's good. Wall's got 6 here in this quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Turner dishes to Ingles. Pass to Hawes.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Dishes it to Beal. The shot is off. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
But the margin of error is history.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
There's the dish to Hawes. Rebounded by the Wizards. Dudley's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. All with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. The 3 from Dudley. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Dudley's got 11 points.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Here's Gordon. The Jazz with another miss.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Now Turner. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
John Wall.
And the Wizards lead by 17.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Shot to end this cold run. Wow, through the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on John Wall. And how thrilled must have Evan Turner been last season to get a second chance. Clark with the boost in minutes, confidence of the coaching staff. His game almost just changed overnight.
Yeah, he's a guy who needs the basketball. He's such a good, solid playmaker and has excellent size. Never had a chance in Indiana to really handle the ball and play to his strengths because of Paul George and Lance Stevenson, but he found a nice niche in Boston.
Well, you know what he can do after watching him for so many years with the Buckeyes.
Yeah, he's terrific. Good basketball IQ, too.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Gortat. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And Sessions kicks to Beal. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 5 assists in the game.
And boy, did Evan Turner make the most of his second chance last season. Played with more focus, huge minutes for him with the Celtics. He may have found a home.
There's a screen. Gordon, the pass to Hansbrough. And the basket by Ingles. Ingles has got 4 this quarter.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one. You know, it was a career year all around for Tucker last season. Still has work to do on his game, but showed he can contribute to a winning team. Very good value for his contract, too. You can never discount that.
To the inside. Oubre, no one around him. Feeds it to Beal. Another shot. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Beal's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Turner dishes to Ingles. Jazz passing it around. And Hansbrough kicks to Gordon. Here's Hawes. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Hawes got his first basket. Now here's Sessions. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Oubre. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Wizards.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
So Utah ends up going with the new group. And so he hits both. And here is Payton. Out to the right wing. Vucevic to the pass to Hayward. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Fareed up top. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Fareed excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Spencer Hawes is checked in for Vucevic. Joe Ingles comes in for Nicholas Batum. Ben Gordon's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And Turner's subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Talking about Faried, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
Pass to Dudley. Here's Wall. The shot will not go. Some solid defense from Faried. Jazz trailed by 16. .141 left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Turner off the drive. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Turner. Launches a three. And Faried kicks to Ingles. Three-pointer. The rebound by Gortat. Gortat's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
The Wizards have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. First one falls for him.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Anderson. He's got 8 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
He's perfect from the line this time.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, as cool as can be, Clark. Great focus and efficiency. That's how they built this league.
That's good. Washington leading now by 16. Dudley dishes to Hickson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened, his production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
And he sinks the second.
And getting back to J.J. Hickson, he's forever had the size and strength to get it done. His problems have always been that lack of discipline and an unrefined set of tools. I mean, unfortunately, last season highlighted those flaws.
5 to shoot. Ingles kicks to Gordon. No good off the back of the rim. Washington's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Wall against Turner. Gortat with a screen on Turner. Wall attacking. The Wizards have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Yeah, as a group, really a dismal year for them from the line last season, guys.
And the second free throw, good. Turner fires. Misses. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Wizards lead by 18. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So for the Jazz, their last game, a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Jared Dudley out there with Hickson. And it's Gortat in at the 5, home in the paint.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Gordon, the pass to Hawes. No good on the 3. Wizards leading by 18. It's Beal on the wing. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got assist number 8 now on the night. Turner dishes to Gordon. Kicks it to Hawes. Nice ball movement by Utah. Ingles can't get it to go. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by A.C. Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
6 to shoot. To the paint. And stolen by Hayward. From deep. A shot by Batum, no good. And with Iron Man streaks, it isn't just injury that can get you. It's scheduled days off and getting suspended games, too.
Yeah, just for reference, last season DeAndre Jordan was the active leader, played over 300 straight games as a player. He was the leader in the league, but he wasn't even a third of the way to Green's historic mark of consecutive games.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Washington making some changes. Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Hickson. Oubre comes in for Jared Dudley. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. There's a screen by Gortat. Beal with it. Now defended by Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. And Beal kicks to Gortat. Shot on the wing. Pass to Oubre. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound. Outside for Beal. And again, Washington no good. Jazz trailed by 21. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. Payton kicks to Fareed. He dishes it to Hayward. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And that's playing into the hands of the defense right there.
No way you can sneak that shot by him, Greg. I mean, he was all on top of that one. I think they're trying to go for the kill here. I mean, they're starting to take a lot more three-point shots than they had been before, looking to run away.
And as long as you keep getting quality looks, the coaches should have no complaints. Play with confidence.
Gortat with the block. To the left side wing. Oubre passes to Robinson. And it's Beal in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the 4th. There's a screen by Gortat. Sessions dishes to Beal. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Hayward with the stuff.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And Sessions kicks to Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal. Hayward outside. He kicks it to Vucevic. Beal with the steal. He feeds it to Oubre. And it's off from three-point range.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Payton passes to Fareed. Outside for Batum. Here's Hayward. And he banks in the layup.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Wizards leading by 21. Beal with it. There's a screen by Gortat. That doesn't go either for Beal. Here's Batum. The feed to Fareed. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Washington calls timeout.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
And Washington going with a whole new group here. Well, the Wizards shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Hicks in a screen. And Wall. Here we go now.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Hayward from outside. Again, the miss by Hayward.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Jazz trailed by 19. Payton kicks to Vucevic. Jazz passing it around. It's Wall with the drive. And he gets the bucket. Wall's got 11 in the second half.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Fareed dishes to Payton. Back to Fareed. They double him with Wall. Knocks it loose. 4 on the clock. And here's Dudley for 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And Fareed kicks to Payton. The pass to Batum. Fareed outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Hicks in a screen. Dudley the pass to Wall. There's a screen. Excellent use of the screen that time.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Hayward dishes to Vucevic. Back to Hayward. Payton in the corner. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. The Wizards shooting for the game at 42%. Deep 2 from Anderson. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And that one's good.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Payton against Wall. And Dudley kicks to Wall. Hicks in a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. Now Payton. Fareed, a screen on Wall. Payton drives in. Pass to Fareed. Dishes it to Hayward. Back to Fareed. Inside. Payton. Wall with some nice defense. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
Washington calls timeout.
And guys, for Payton, so many were talking him up as the best point guard of the class early. But it's never easy to adjust to the NBA speed, and it just took him a little bit of time.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Shot by Gooden is no good. Utah shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. Payton against Sessions. Fareed the pass to Batum. Another miss by Utah.
And guys, I think the next big step for Elfrid Payton is going to be getting his shot right. I mean, he has the tools to be an impact guard, but it's hard to create when you can't keep teams honest from deep. Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Fareed. That's good. Fareed's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Left side Anderson. The dish to Sessions. Feeds to Thabit. The three from Anderson. And it's good.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Passes it to Hayward. Picked by Vucevic. Shoots it up. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Payton. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight.
They're down right now, trying to stay in the game with the 3-ball. They've shot a lot more here in the second half than they did in the first half. And I'm not sure I agree with that strategy.
Again, the Wizards score.
Assist from.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Washington.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit for Wall. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. Washington with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Sessions with it. Now Payton defending. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Now, here's Gooden. Defense right on him. And here we go with Batum heading to the hoop.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.